So here I am at Dante's point, where we have a 2020 vision of all of LA, but not really a 2020 vision because it's smoggy. So we would be great if we can get rid of the pollution and we would see things the way it really is. Well, that's what the year 2020 is all about. It's about purifying our vision to get a 2020 vision, the real vision. But what's the real meaning, and why is 2020 called the purest and strongest and clearest vision? So here's the idea related to this week's parsha. It says in the pasuk, "Yisishma b'koil Hashem alekecha," if you will listen to the voice of Hashem, lishma mitzvaysav, to observe His commandments, asher anoich mitzav chayim, that I command you today, and lasis hayashar be'enei Hashem, to make it to do what is proper in the eyes of God. What does it mean? The Alter Rebbe gives a deeper meaning. What does it mean, lasis hayashar be'enei Hashem? It doesn't mean just to behave in a proper manner and Hashem should approve of our behavior. It means to even out God's eyes, to even out Hashem's eyes, that both eyes of Hashem should be have the same vision. What are both eyes of Hashem, and why do they have a different vision? And the idea is like this: in order for us to have bechira chafshis, in order to have free will, our vision of reality has to be distorted. The distortion is that we feel our existence as something independent, as something real. And Hashem is a concept. But from Hashem's perspective, from the higher perspective, over there it's experienced Einoid Molvadai, Kula Kamei Kalochshiv. There's nothing but Him. He is real, and there's no other reality but Him. So there's two visions. There's His vision and our vision. Now, in order for us to have this limited vision, this blocked vision, we couldn't originate that, because we don't originate anything. So Hashem has to, so to speak, play along with us. Hashem has to set the stage for our limited vision. And how does Hashem do that? By first modifying His vision. So He limits his eye, and that's His second eye. We call it the left eye, or the lower level of vision, where Hashem chooses to put on our glasses, or to see the world as a reality, as a metzius. And that creates us to have this metzius. What's the objective? The objective is that gradually we should download His vision, that we should see things the same way He sees it, with the full clarity, the full sharpness of Einoid Mulvadai. There's literally nothing but Him. And that's the idea of, and in order for us to have that, we first have to even out God's two eyes, the upper eye and the lower eye. Now, where do these two eyes relate? The higher eye is related to Keser. That's where Hashem sees things from Keser, from absolute infinity. The lower eye, as it is in Ze'er Anpin, which means in Atzilus, that's the lower man, it's the lower eye, that's already leaving room for our existence, or beginning the process of adapting to a world view, a worldly view, a limited view. So the chibur of the two is called the drawing down of the lights of Keser, the eye of Keser, into the eye of the Ze'er Anpin, and that's what it means, eye to eye. Now, if you remember, in the last year, I explained how Keser is related to Chaf in the last video. Chaf is Esrim. Esrim is Gematria Keser, 620. Chaf is the first letter of Keser. So the eye of Keser is called Chaf. When you download the eye of Keser into the Ze'er Anpin, and eventually down into Malchus, and eventually into our reality, that's called 2020, because the eye below is looking and seeing on the same level of the eye above. And that's what the year is all about. That's why you're having such turmoil this year. It's all about evening out. That's that we should all see. The world is beginning to see Einoid Molvade, that Hashem is controlling things. Everybody's plans has been completely messed up. God is the one who's doing it all. It's not really messed up. It's all about this fusion of the eye-to-eye vision. Now take a look at this amazing thing. I come up over here and I'm sitting on this bench to do this video. And the one who's filming me suddenly notices, take a look. We have graffiti all over. Now, no one likes graffiti in such a nice place. But what's the graffiti? It's the whole graffiti it's saying I. All over is I. And then I look a little deeper, and it's actually saying real I. Can you imagine that? Real I. That means the real, truer I. That's the 2020 vision that we're starting right now. And that's called peace, because that's Yidden and Torah are here to make peace in the world. Peace is to even out the biggest conflict, the most essential conflict, existential conflict, is the conflict between our perspective and God's perspective. When we even that out, we make shalom, we make peace. So the 2020 is a time of peace, and that's why you're seeing the announcement yesterday about this big breakthrough in peace between the Emirates and Eretz Yisrael, Yidden, Arabs and Jews. This is this fusion, because once there is a peace on a more fundamental level, it's going to begin showing and coming out in a real way, not a fake peace that is others, but the real, deeper, inner peace, which is leading, which Mashiach is going to bring.